The US Energy Information Agency shed light on the significant impact of Bitcoin mining on US electricity consumption in a recent report. According to preliminary estimates from the EIA, large-scale cryptocurrency transactions currently consume 0.6% to 2.3% of the entire US electricity supply. To put this in a perspective, that's like adding an entire state's worth of electricity demand to the grid in just the last 3 years. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. I just bought 18,543 satoshis for $10.77 of Canadian dollars, and in 2080, 19,073 satoshis will be produced by the Bitcoin network every 10 minutes. The entire world hashing power will be used to produce a little bit more than what I bought today for less than minimum wage. This is kinda wild, but not many of us living until the 2080, and that's what you need to understand as well. Many have left Ethereum for dead and don't believe it will ever outperform Bitcoin or the broader market again. I suspect they are in for a surprise. Our forecast model remains decidedly bullish here, and I see no reason to disagree. Anything can happen short term, but I'm not giving up on Ethereum here. Fun fact, 93% of all the Bitcoin are held by less than 2% of all the Bitcoin addresses. And we could see that on the screenshot. Basically, with only 1 to 10 Bitcoins is only 1.9% of all holdings, which is 92% of coins total, which is $1 million worth are 88,000 addresses, and $10 million is 7,300 addresses. This is massive, I would say. So all I'm saying that 93% of all the Bitcoin held by less than 2% of all the Bitcoin addresses, that's already huge. Next up we go with is that basically when you own a share of Apple stock, you own 1 out of 15 billions of Apple's productivity. When you own a Bitcoin, you own 1 out of 21 million of all the productivity globally. Bitcoin cannot be debased, thus all future productivity growth will accrue to Bitcoiners in the form of lower prices for the things we buy. Owning Bitcoin is like owning equity in human ingenuity. Also, they will cut rates, they will pivot, they will QE, Bitcoin will rip, and there we go, the US national debt is $34 trillion, 212 billion is US funded liabilities, and debt per taxpayer is $264,000 per every single taxpayer, which is basically the printer is coming, we are getting it before the election. Basically that's what everybody expects. Bitcoin trying to hold on a critical uptrend line. As you can see, we took profits at 43,500, and if uptrend line gives away, we are heading to next local support as $40,000. Level 1, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Level 2, Bitcoin is gambling. Level 3, I'm too late to Bitcoin. Level 4, I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Level 5, I only hold Bitcoin. And level 6 is Bitcoin is the key to fixing the world. US government officials publish a report on cryptocurrency mining and electricity consumption. As the cryptocurrency mining has increased in the United States, so have concerns about the high energy nature of this work and its impact on the US electric power industry. Strain on the electric grid during the peak demand periods, the potential for higher electricity prices, and impacts on energy-related carbon dioxide (CO2) emissions were among the concerns expressed to the EIA. According to its report, EIA will conduct a mandatory survey to systematically evaluate electricity consumption associated with the cryptocurrency mining activities, as cryptocurrency mining began in the United States about a decade ago but began to expand rapidly in 2019, as this latest growth is largely due to the cryptocurrency mining operations moving from China to the US after China banned digital currency mining in 2021, as basically that's what we have. Next up we go with Bitcoin to 45,000 or to 30,000. Analyst reveals key factors that will drive the decision. As a flagship cryptocurrency, Bitcoin looks to be at a crossroad as it continues to trade flat and indecisive about whether to move downward or upward. Commenting on the current price action, crypto analyst Eric Rohn Crypto reveals key factors that will decide Bitcoin's next move. Bitcoin in outlier land, and in a video posted on his YouTube channel, Eric Rohn used the stochastic indicator to analyze Bitcoin's current price and predict what direction the crypto token was likely headed. Based on his analysis, Rohn noted that the current stochastic level was pointing to a potential correction that was well overdue for Bitcoin. As the analyst claimed that a correction would likely see Bitcoin drop to the $30,000 range, with him marking the $28,000 price level as the worst case scenario, and meanwhile he noted that the 5-day HPDR bands were still showing that the median was around 44,500, and as such he expects that Bitcoin could still see a move to the price level or 45,000 in a short term. And Node believes that Bitcoin staying below 46,000 means that a correction is likely to come at some point, hinting that Bitcoin could end up closing February in the red, as however a move above 46,000 will validate a move to the upside, with the crypto token likely to rise above 50,000 and climb to as high as $53,000 as the analysts claim. Bitcoin to follow history of DeFi expectations. Node also alluded to historical data to prove that Bitcoin's monthly close in the red was imminent. He stated that a Bitcoin usually averaged about 3 consecutive 3 months in the green before having a red month, as a longer number of months in which Bitcoin has gone in the green is said to be 7. Therefore, he was suggesting that it wasn't out of place for February to be a red month for the flagship crypto tokens, considering that it has ended every month in the green since September, as those gains came largely due to the excitement over the potential approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin has recently continued to defy expectations, and there is the possibility that February could still end up being a bullish month for Bitcoin. And interestingly, data from CoinGlass shows that February alongside October is the most bullish month for the flagship crypto token, with a Bitcoin close in February in the red on just 2 occasions. At the time of writing, Bitcoin is back above 43,000, up in the last 24 hours according to data from CoinMarketCap. So next up we go is the Bitcoin Spot ETF. South Korean regulator turns US SEC chairman for guidance. As South Korea's regulator, the Financial Supervisory Service, has revealed its intent to seek guidance on the Bitcoin spot exchange traded funds from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. FSS governor to meet with the Gary Gensler on Bitcoin ETFs matters. Lee Bok-hyun, the governor of the FSS in South Korea, is slated to meet with the US SEC chairman Gary Gensler with the year to discuss several financial markets in the country, as this include digital assets and Bitcoin spot ETFs among others. And according to a local report, the governor underlined the business plan for 2024 the Financial Supervisory Service in Seoul. The plan calls for trips to major advanced financial markets such as the New York in Q2 of this year, and Lee remark come a few weeks after the SEC accepted the first spot Bitcoin ETFs in the United States, as on January 10th the regulatory watchdog made history by approving 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs. So that's all the information we have on the Bitcoin so far, and if you are interested in more daily news, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next one, and peace.